Since Orlando Anderson was killed in a gang-related shooting over 2 years after Tupac's death, he's no longer around for me to question. But shortly before his death, Stephanie was able to obtain an exclusive interview with him. This is the first time this interview has been seen in 20 years.
So I was looking for lying behaviors while I watched this.
Sarah Michael Novia is a behavioral expert who has studied this video, and she's going to tell us whether Orlando Anderson was being honest.
It's Orlando Anderson, Anderson?
O-R-L-A-N.
I'm sorry, help me out again.
Oh, you said Anderson, A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N.
So that's the first example of him sort of repeating the question.
What does it mean when a person repeats the question?
That person is generally trying to think of what the answer is supposed to be. Just his name, and he's already getting a little bit anxious.
Orlando, tell me, Tupac's mother filed a lawsuit Friday naming you as...
Right there. Did you see that? The hard swallow is very indicative of some kind of guilty behavior. It's essentially giving your body a chance to relax, and he's probably trying to give himself time to respond in the manner in which he does not get himself into any trouble.
Well, one thing that kept happening during this interview was that because he eyes kept darting, I kept trying to draw him to me, look him in his eye.
And he couldn't maintain that eye
He
contact?
would not maintain the eye contact.
So that suggests mistruths as well, because generally when someone is telling the truth, it's pretty easy to maintain eye contact.
What would you say to Afeni Shakur today?
I mean, first of all, you know what I mean?
Okay, so right about here is where the sly smiling starts.
I mean, first of all, you know what I mean? I didn't kill Tupac Shakur.
For somebody being accused of something as serious as murder, why would you be smiling and making light of it?
Does he appear to know more than what he's telling here?
Oh, so much more.
When did you hear that Tupac was shot? And where did you hear it?
When I heard that Tupac was shot, when I was at home.
Okay, now we have our first definite lie. Because we've already established that home is somewhere in California and that he was in Las Vegas at the time.
Novia, back that up for a second. This whole exchange.
Matter of fact, I was at home, like...
No, which one?
See that.
Okay. Right there.
Could see that.
And his attorney realizes it.
Straight gun.
That's not a very good sign.
You know, I was like a big fan of his. To me, he was like, I mean, when you say Tupac, he was like, you know what I'm saying, the Marvin Gaye rap to me.
I think it's highly likely that if nothing else, Orlando was incredibly involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur.